What's up, Josh? Yo, my in here? It's that one, James. I guess. Oh yeah, I'm in here.
So how you doing today, Josh?
Doing great, man. Hope you feeling better, man.
Yeah, I'm feeling a lot better than I have the last couple days, man. Yeah, I had the case of some pukes or something, but yeah, I wasn't too good, but definitely, feeling better. So decided to hop up alive. StreamYard wasn't letting me in, pop open live, so I got to pay for StreamYard here. So I popped open a Melon account, just so I could, have it live going on, talk some New Orleans Saints football, man.
Yeah, man.
So hey, I'm gonna get right into it, man. How do you like the wide receiver coach hiring?
I like it, man. I like Cody Barnes. I like what he did at Tennessee. I think he really changed that program around a little bit. He played collegiately at Auburn. He actually coached against Jameis Winston when Jameis was in Florida State. That was kind of cool when I
Oh
saw
wow.
that. Yeah. So I like me personally, I like the hire. Some people on my video were saying Curtis Johnson, the former receivers coach, like they some people felt like he should have, you know, like not been fired because he didn't have a lot of talent, which is true to an extent, but like I want my receivers coach to develop talent, bro. I don't want my receivers coach to get good just because we have good players. Make them good players.
100%. Um, you know, at first I was like, oh man, our wide receivers coach. But then, hey, if you dive into it, you realize that the only player that has actually developed, and I really wouldn't even consider it developed under him, because Michael Thomas was ready from Ohio State. I mean, you see the Ohio State guys every year come into the league and do good. And you see Michael Thomas come to the league, he was already NFL ready. So I really feel like if you want to give Michael Thomas, Curtis Johnson, give him that
Small
credit.
portion.
That's a small portion because Michael Thomas, his ability to play wide receiver is just, in my opinion, he's the best in the league when he's on the field. So with that being said, I mean, I really feel um, Curtis Johnson hasn't really showed us he can develop young players into star athletes, even a solid number two, which is we've been kind of needing a solid number two for 3, 4 years now.
Right.
It's just crazy, and I'm glad to see that. And I watched, I think Doug Marone. I watched him on an offensive line, like training offensive lineman. I watched a video earlier this morning. I think it came out like 5, 6 hours ago. Could be wrong. Anyways, it's Doug Marone. He's basically training and talking about how offensive linemen need to be aggressive. Uh, they need to come off the line. He's talking about movement, the way their feet should be structured, like everything. And the way I see it, I think if Doug Marone is not being a head coach, he's not a running offense. He's just strictly focusing on offensive line. I think that's going to be tremendous for offensive line coming next season. Um, just after watching that video, I just didn't realize how actually intelligent Doug Marone is when it comes to offensive line play. The way he talks about it, his hip movement, your angles, the way you're getting off the line, your knee height, like everything like that. To me, I'm just like, man, that's crazy. Like definitely a good coach hiring, in my opinion, especially when he's just strictly focusing on offensive line. He's been a head coach in the league. I mean, we can't really, justify him off a head coach, but I do got to say his offensive line coaching is something to watch.
Yeah, I definitely love that hire, man. Like, I think that's my favorite hire that they've made so far. Like you said, man, he's really talented when it comes to coaching offensive line, and we're probably like one of the only lines in the league where we like dang near everybody on the line is a second round draft pick or higher, man. So these dudes clearly got the talent. They just need to put it all together, like a Cesar
100%.
Ruiz, you know. So I definitely like that hire. And going back to that point you made about like Curtis Johnson and Mike Thomas. In my opinion, Mike Thomas would have been a first round pick if he ran better at the combine. That's just how I feel.
100%.
Yeah, and like it's not like we haven't had talented. I think we've had a couple talented receivers that have promise, like Traquan, but I'll give him a pass on that because Traquan always hurt.
Right.
But I mean, Willie Snead when he was here, I thought he was talented.
I liked him. I hated seeing him leave. I really like Willie Snead.
Same. And a lot of guys are still on the team, like a little Jordan Humphrey. I think he still has a lot of talent, man. Like, I mean, like, let's not act like everybody that's walked through the building has been Kevin White or like Kenny Stills.
No, because I still think, honestly, I still think if Little Jordan Little Jordan still had um, more time on the field, I think he would have been better. He was just in a situation where he was a fourth or fifth guy, barely getting on the field, and when he did get on the field, he did make some plays. Um, I can't really knock him for playing with like how many different quarterbacks this season, and he really never got to get his shot unless somebody else was hurt. But
Right.
I believe he's talented. We didn't even get to see Kwan Baker. I mean, maybe that dude's a ball hawk. We don't know. Maybe that dude's a baller, dude, and he's just sitting on the bench on the practice squad because Sean Payton wasn't giving him the opportunity.
Exactly.
He was signing Kevin White, dude. I mean, a free agent when I'm not trying to knock on Kevin White, but when you spend I can't remember what round we got Kwan Baker. Maybe it was the
7.
seventh round.
Yeah,
Right,
7.
seventh round. So in the seventh round, you're telling me you're not going to pick this young receiver and just throw him out there just to see what he's got. I mean, that's what we did with Dante Harris, and look what Dante Harris did. He tore it up in special teams.
Right.
Then what I
Marquez,
mean?
I
Like,
mean, not Marquez Callaway, Colston. He was like a 6, 7 round pick.
right, and it's like these people, and I hate to see it, man. And Sean Payton's done it. I would say last couple of draft picks. We would get at least one player that guarantee we would release, or he wouldn't be on our team, and another team would pick him up. Um, there's a corner, or not a cornerback, but a safety. Can't remember his name offhand. I think it was like started with a J or something. But anyways, that kid, we picked him up in the 6th round. We didn't even sign him. He did all right in a preseason a couple years back. Another team picked him up. I I just don't understand sometimes, really, because Kwan Baker and me, in my opinion, his tape was pretty decent. So I feel we should at least give him a shot, for sure. Now we're seeing the New Orleans Breakers, getting all these wide receivers, and I'm like, damn, dude. I hope they're taking notes right now. Saints, take notes from the Breakers because they got some playmakers at wide receiver. They even picked some dude up from the Cleveland Browns. I mean, not saying that he's gonna, go ball out or nothing, but hey, it's good for them. I think the New Orleans Breakers, man. If you've seen their little draft picks going on, dude,
Hmm.
I was like, wow, dude. Like everyone was like shocked that quarterback they picked up in first round, pick 8. I guess everybody was saying like,
They thing kind of cut out.
what's that?
I couldn't hear some of the stuff you were saying. It cut out.
Oh, my bad, my bad. Hey, what were we just talking about?
The Breakers
Oh
quarterback.
yeah, the Breakers quarterback. I seen on Twitter where people were saying they don't know how the New Orleans Breakers got that quarterback with the 8th pick because I guess he's a stud or something. Slaughter. Um,
Yeah.
I guess a lot of people are saying that was a steal. Not just the New Orleans fans, just other fans were like, "Dang it, dude! I wanted my team to get that." So that, I mean, that's pretty cool hearing that.
Yeah, the Breakers might be the best football team in New Orleans, man. I mean, I don't know.
Oh man, man, if that happens, bro, hey, Dennis Allen better pick up the phone and say, "Hey guys, we need to start signing your players." because you guys balling out over there. I just really hope we get a good draft, bro. I keep seeing the Jameis stuff and Marcus Williams. Did you see that? Marcus Williams out there
Yeah,
training, posted on his IG that basically countdown to free agent. I don't know if that's a good thing or bad thing. Maybe he's just counting down to that 14 million the Saints are going to pay him, or he's going to count down to be a free agent and go elsewhere, and go get that fat bag. Um, to me, I really hope we don't lose Marcus Williams.
mm-mm.
I really like the guy. He's really a ball hawk. If you look at his interceptions, he's pretty much guaranteed for 3 a year. And to me, a safety with 3 picks a year, I mean, hey, that changes your defense and it changes the game. So, in my opinion, yeah, he might fail sometimes and hesitate on tackles sometimes. But it's to me, I could overlook that because he can take notes on those plays and he can get better off of them. And I feel with his development already, we don't want to lose the Marcus Williams. As much as people, want to be, oh yeah, let's save money and screw Marcus Williams. No, guys, I'm gonna say this right now. If we lose Marcus Williams, we will know it. You know what I'm saying? We will miss him. Because I'm gonna give you one name for an example. Trey Hendrickson. Okay, it's gonna be another repeat. I'm telling you, if we let Marcus Williams go in free agency, it'll be another Trey Hendrickson repeat. He'll go wherever. I'm not saying he'll go to the Bengals, but he'll go to whatever team and he'll go ball out probably better than he did with our team. And then we're going to be over there like, man, we should have never let him go. So with that being said, I really feel DA is going to make everything possible to sign him.
Facts. And one thing I said on a video, I think is like from like 2 months ago. Um, like I know a lot of people just hate on Marcus Williams because of the Minnesota Miracle. Just being honest. And like I said, like if it wasn't for Marcus Williams, there would be a lot more Minnesota Miracles, bro. Like he's one of the best coverage safeties in the league, bro. Like his range is crazy, and he's still like only 25, so he's still gonna get better. And I say this all the time. If we paired a better strong safety with Marcus Williams, bro, you would see his full potential. Like, for example, like if he went to LA with like Derwin James, right? If he went to Kansas City with Tyrann Mathieu, like you would see Marcus Williams be like his absolute best. And I do think that we might draft a safety. Like in my recent mock draft, I drafted Lewis Cine in the second round because I mean there was no old lineman really left, so you never know what
Mm-hmm.
could happen.
You never know, man. And yeah, you never know. This wide receiver room's so deep. Um, I keep seeing Jarvis Landry.
Yeah.
He's having trouble with the Browns organization right now. I see another Odell incident. Basically, what I mean by that is they're just going to release him. That's what I believe that's going to happen. That saves them 10 million. Excuse me, but that saves them $10 million. But they still have to pay him 1.5 million. If they basically trade him, they still have to pay him that 10 million. So their best bet is to release him, free up that 10 million and only have to pay him 1.5. Releasing him to free agency is a smart move for the maybe not. For the Browns, probably not. Because he is their number one wide receiver. Even when Odell was there, he was still their number one. I feel if they do release him, stupid move on the Browns, but hey, good move for Jarvis Landry because I feel his potential is not even being shown. He's being
Mm-mm.
he's being a number one guy for the Browns. I mean, that's all I got to say right there for the Browns guys. Even when Odell was there, he was still the number one guy. And I feel if he can be the number one guy for the Browns, hey, why not come back home to New Orleans? Because he used to play for LSU back in college with Odell. So I wouldn't mind Jarvis Landry playing for the New Orleans Saints. And I see a lot of people saying he was just a slot guy or something, man. I don't know where they're getting at. And if he is, hey, you know what? That frees up Michael Thomas. How about that? You got to look at the positive out of it. He's already been in the league. He's already proven he can guarantee plug in and be a number two. Um, I think it'd be a good move by the Saints if they did go that route. Not saying that guy wants to play for us, but if he did, I think that'd be a pretty good solid 1 and 2 combo with Michael Thomas and Jarvis Landry.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind a Jarvis. I'm just like, again, like I still think Jarvis is talented, but it's like I'm just tired of getting like these old wide receiver twos, man. Like I feel like Jarvis, like getting Jarvis would kind of be like a Emmanuel Sanders situation, which isn't necessarily bad, but like I just want a number two who's gonna be here long term.
Right. Yeah, me too. And I still want us like even if we did if the Saints do decide, hey, I'm gonna swoop up on a DJ Chark, Jarvis Landry, one of these guys in free agent. Definitely not a Mike Williams because he's wanting top
Mm-mm.
dollar. I would like him, but with the money that he wants,
Yeah,
definitely that's
yeah,
a
yeah.
no
We
go.
can't pay that, bro.
Yeah,
We
we
just
can't pay that, so that's really off the board for us. But these other guys, like we've been talking about, DJ Chark for days now, and the way I see it, he doesn't want that top dollar. I don't believe, and I don't believe Jarvis Landry because I mean they're saving 14 million, not 10 million. I just seen it on Twitter, 14 million to release him. So obviously they're going to. If we can get any one of those two, I don't care, dude. I still want a number one, round one wide receiver. And I say that because, yeah, what if we do get a DJ Chark, Jarvis Landry, whatever, and they plug in to be our number two guy, but we get this badass number one guy in the draft, maybe Ohio State or like a different place, there's a lot of wide receiver potential in this year's draft, and if we get another one first round and free agent, man, in my opinion, I think that would be a smart move. Not only does that give Jameis more weapons if we do sign Jameis, which I do believe, I believe it would give Jameis more weapons and it just make us more dominant of a team. You wouldn't only have a number one in Michael Thomas. You'd have a number one in either, try to find like a solid number one in free agent, um, and then get a number one draft pick out of the first round and make that a wide receiver. It's either that or get an O line, but I still want a wide receiver, man. I really, I just can't stress it enough. I want a wide receiver in the first round, and I say that because yes, the wide receiver room in the draft is pretty long, bro. I got to give it to you. It's the wide receiver depth. There's a lot of talent, yeah, and it'll probably far fetch into the fourth, fifth round and still get a solid guy, but I still want one of those big name guys when it comes like the first round. I say that because if we spend a first round pick on a wide receiver, he's going to be an automatic starter. He's not going to be, a second round where we got to guess: is he going to be a starter or is he not? Um, in my opinion, I still think if we picked up a wide receiver in the second round, he could still be a starter. We just definitely need to address the wide receiver room this offseason for sure. And I hope to see that soon. I hope to see the Saints reconstructing deals and trying to sign franchise tag or trying to tag people. Um, we can't tag T-Stead, but yeah, I don't know if T-Stead wants to be here or he wants to leave. I don't know if we even think. I don't even know if the Saints want to re-sign him. I heard something they want to like let him test free agency. If he tests his free agency, I'm going to say he's going to get picked up from a O-line needy team for sure. He's a veteran. When he's on the field, he's dominant. So I love T-Stead. I hope nothing but the best for him. If we do retain him, I think I'm all for it. If we don't, we better get somebody really solid to fulfill his role, like Landon Young. If he's healthy and ready to go, I have confidence that kid will do pretty good in that role. Um, if we can get one from the draft this year, I'd be pretty stoked with that as well.
yeah, and I do respect your opinion on the wide receivers, but this is just like how I look at it. I feel like if we sign, like I'm gonna just say DJ Chark, like if we sign DJ Chark, right? I feel like in the draft, you like first round at least. I feel like you got to go lineman because I
True,
just
true.
because like okay. I'm just say DJ Chark just for example. Mike, DJ Chark, Callaway, and Deontay if he gets resigned. I feel like that's good enough. Maybe I'm wrong, but I feel like that's good enough.
I feel like that's good enough because Galloway's not being the number one. Harris ain't trying to be the number one. You know, last year we really didn't have a number one. Traquan Smith was supposed to be our number one, and then Galloway kind of took that role. But Harris, I mean, he had more yards than Galloway, and I mean, he really wasn't our number one. So we gave that role to Galloway, and in my opinion, I think you're right, bro. If we do get a free agent wide receiver, you're right, dude. In the first round, with all the O line talent in the first round, they're going to be gone. And the more that I think about it, the O line guys that are dominant in this year's draft are going to be gone by the first, second round. So if you really want a really dominant one that's going to take over for T Stead, we definitely need one in the first round. You're right. So if we do get a wide receiver like a DJ Chark, let's just say we get him, and we go O line first round. What position would you like to see going second round?
Safety and then third round receiver.
Third round receiver. Okay, I can see that because you know I agree. The wide receiver room in this year's draft is definitely something to watch. Now I got a lot of mock drafts that I've been looking into, and they got Mechie falling into the third. They
Hmm.
got George Pickens falling into the third in a lot of these mock drafts. Um, I don't know what that's due to, but hey, if that happens, I wouldn't mind either of those guys. I know there's more. David Bell, I keep seeing his draft stock going down in the late second, early third. If that happens, hey, I wouldn't be mad either. That's just if he can stay. I think that's the guy that was a little underweight. I'm not quite sure, but if he can gain weight and stay healthy, I think he'd be a pretty good pick. But yeah, hey, I agree. If we retain Marcus Williams, do you still hit a safety in the second round or?
Yeah, because like Malcolm Jenkins, man, I feel like this is gonna be his last year, and he just bad. Like I don't want to put it like that, but I mean when he's not playing Gronk, he doesn't look good out there.
Right, he's not playing his best. Right, I feel that. And I feel that's due to and I hate to say it, because a lot of players have gone through it, but it's age.
Yeah, he getting old, man.
He's been in the league. I mean, he's pretty much the oldest guy on our team now.
I mean, this man was on the Super Bowl team, man. I mean, come on, man.
Right. And so that tells you like that he was on our Super Bowl team and he went to the Eagles and got a Super Bowl.
Exactly,
So those
exactly.
are two Super Bowls he's gotten in this league, and I think he's been in here just as long as Drew Brees almost. You know, I'm a little stretching it a little far, but he's up there in age. He's got to be at least 36, 30, 38, something around that area. He's got gray hair. I definitely think he has lost a step. When he does play against Gronk, though, I mean, man, I don't know what happens. He gets a little fire under his ass, but he balls out. He definitely shuts Gronk down. I don't know if that's the Saints defense versus that Brady effect that helps him out as well. But yeah, I mean, we've seen him play good in certain games. The Eagles game was not one of them. It's
Oh
like
Lord.
I mean, I don't know what he. I think he forgot he was on the Saints team. He was just reliving the past from the Eagles stadium. Maybe that I don't know. But he just seemed lost in there. And so yeah, I agree. I agree. This is probably Malcolm Jenkins. Probably last year. Even if he stays healthy all year and he feels good, I still think he'll hit that retirement. And I say that with all respect to him because I think
Yeah.
he's done good in our organization when he first drafted him. He's done good in the Eagles. Even the Eagles fans still cheer him on. So I mean, it says a lot. I mean, he comes into the locker room and he's a he's a leader. So got to definitely give him credit where it's due. He's definitely helped these young safeties out that we have in Marcus Williams. He's helped out even PJ Williams. So in my opinion, if we do lose maybe Malcolm Jenkins, and we still have PJ Williams, maybe he takes his role. But yeah, I still see us drafting a safety like you said, especially if we lose um, Marcus Williams. I mean that's for sure
Yeah.
gonna solidify us picking a safety in the draft.
Facts, and just to piggyback just off some of the stuff you said again. All respect to Malcolm Jenkins. He's in my opinion, one of the better players in Saints history. Definitely changed the culture around. But I mean, nowadays he's just too old, bro. Like just being honest, like he just can't hang, man. He can't cover deep. He's too slow. He just lost a step, physically, and he can't recoup that mentally. And like before I did my mock draft, I probably wouldn't have said safety second round. Probably would have said safety fourth, fifth round. But like just doing one myself, it's like there's a strong possibility everybody that you want at either lineman or receiver in the second round might be gone. And if there's a guy like Lewis Seen out there, I think if you're the Saints, you gotta at least look at it because like, I mean, I don't want to get too disrespectful, but I mean, like, if a guy like Lewis Seen balls out in training camp, there's a chance Malcolm Jenkins might not even be playable.
Yeah, I feel that. He's got to watch his definitely got to watch his step. Could you imagine if we scored like a killer safety in this year's draft and he just automatic plug-in starter? Malcolm Jenkins over there on the bench just teaching him up. He went from player to coach real quick, you know. But hey, yeah, hey, I don't like disrespecting the guy, but when it's just like with Drew Brees, guys. As much as when he was on the field, we knew we can always have a comeback. We knew he can carve up a defense, whether it was those short little intermediate throws or a little pitch to Alvin Kamara. We knew if Drew Brees was in, we had a chance to win. So with that being said, he was getting old and he wasn't throwing down the field anymore. And if you remember earlier in his career, that's where he thrived on those deep down throws. Not like so deep, but I mean way deeper than when we seen the last couple years with him.
Him and Henderson, man.
Man, yeah, him and Henderson was a match to watch, dude. I loved watching that. Him and Brandon Cooks for the couple years that
Yeah, for a little bit.
right for the couple years that we had Brandon Cooks and him together. I really think that was a duo to watch. Brandon Cooks is going to be a free agent, or he's getting released, and from the Texans, and that's something to watch. The only reason I don't like that move, this is the only thing bad I got to say about Brandon Cooks. Besides, he kind of wants to be the number one guy when he was here last. Anyways, I don't know about any anymore. But when he was here last, he always wanted the ball and here's my thing with him. He's had over 10 concussions in the league. Um, to me, that's a lot. Um, that's something to definitely monitor. He's not a really, really big guy. He kind of reminds you of a Harris, in a way. So with him getting 10 concussions in the league, hey, don't get me wrong, I love Brandon Cooks when he was with our team. I think he would still stride even wherever he goes, no matter where he goes. But you got to prepare for him to at least have one concussion a year. So therefore, he's going to be out at least one game. That's a guaranteed. He's had a concussion every season. So, but I do like. I think his speed. I think the way he catches. I think he can stride. Definitely can stride. But to me, I still want somebody younger.
Mm-hmm.
Brandon Cooks, like we said, that was 5 years ago. So I'm not saying 5 years in the league's old or nothing. I'm just saying, going back to that, he was kind of like a locker room cancer, and we don't need that. I mean, we built this culture. Michael Thomas is a leader, and anybody that we sign has got to know that. Michael Thomas is our number one. Then they come. Um, I see still wanting Jameis. I'm guessing. I'm coming in right now. One. No, I see.
Yeah, IBM was making fun of me, man. He
Why?
a
What's up?
Taysom guy.
Oh, IBN's a Taysom guy, huh?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember IBN. Yeah, it's funny. Oh yeah, hey guys. I see some news earlier. I hate the Bucks organization, but I gotta say it. So Bruce Arians came out and said he believes um, Blaine Gabbert
Oh
that
my God.
he said Blaine Gabbert has never, and let me quote this, has never been on this good of a team before. Okay. Mind you, hold on, wait a minute, Bruce Arians. Two of your offensive linemen right now are free agents. I know they'll sign one of them, not two. Okay, let's break it down even more. They don't have Gronk. They don't have OJ Howard. They don't
They
have
ain't getting Fournette back either.
they ain't getting Fournette back. AB's gone. He said fuck him. Godwin, he might sign with them. He might not. We don't know.
Carlson
Um,
Davis a free agent.
Carlson Davis a free agent. Yeah, see, and we were only on the offense. Bam, now you're bringing up the defense. Okay, so hey, let me take it back to 2019 now. Jimmy Garoppolo went down to I think an ankle injury or something like that held him out for
Shit.
two
He
two
not.
or right 2 or 3 games. Correct, Dede. That's exactly what I'm thinking. So don't get me wrong. Bruce Arians said this is the best team that Blaine Gabbert's been a part of, and I say that's false. I say that's false because not only the 2019 49ers, they made it to the Super Bowl. I don't think the Buccaneers made it to the Super Bowl this year. So let's talk about it, and I'm talking about it, bro. And the way I see it is, Blaine Gabbert played for 3 or 4 games that year for the Niners, and he won a couple games. But I'm going to say this. That was a better team. Definitely a better team than the Buccaneers organization coming into this year. I mean, in my opinion, you can't replace a Gronk, OJ Howard. I mean, those are two dominant tight ends, and if obviously Gronk's gone because Brady's not coming back, Gronk ain't gonna come back. That's the only reason he went to Tampa Bay. Same with Leonard Fournette. I believe he only went to Tampa Bay because they were Super Bowl bound and he could play with Tom Brady, and that's what he said, anyways. So that's another one. AB came. Why? Because of Brady.
Mm-hmm.
So. I mean, I think they have what they had a couple guys that they think are going to be their wide receivers coming in the future, like that Grayson guy that we released. That he was a track star, and
Mm-hmm.
then what Mike Evans, who's he gets 1,000 yards every year, but he always tends to get hurt every year, and that's guaranteed. I'm not just talking shit. I'm
And he
just
gets locked up twice a year
and he
minimum.
gets locked up twice a year. So in my opinion, hey, after I seen the AB, after I seen all that, I just laughed, bro. I'm like, man, Bruce Arians is out of his mind if he thinks Blaine Gabbert is their best option going forward. But hey, I don't hate on him. I really hope that's the option to go with. I really think that would be the best option for the NFC South.
Absolutely.
Maybe not for the Bucks, but for the NFC South. Thank you. We'll just go ahead and take our division back. Just go ahead and start Blaine Gabbert and make that official, and I'll be happy. Jameis Winston's not coming back. That's probably
Mm-mm.
why. That's probably why Bruce Arians is talking about Blaine Gabbert, and not Jameis Winston, because he knows, he gave up on Jameis. That's the way I see it. But yeah, dude, I think it's funny. I see AB getting mad and stuff. Saying fuck the Bucks and showing his X-ray, and there's controversy about that. But here's my take on that whole AB situation. You know, I might have clowned on AB because he's a clown for he is. But
Please go with Gabbert.
right, but um here's my take on AB, man. I think when he's on the field, that dude's dominant, bro. We can't take that away from him. The dude is definitely a solid wide receiver. In my opinion, he was probably the best on the Bucks, even better than Mike Evans, and he was playing injured. Um, that says a lot. And for a coach, as in Bruce Arians, and it says a lot about the Bucks organization. You know, Bruce Arians having people play on injured. And even AB. I watched this whole podcast with him on the Full Send podcast, and he even said, "Hey, man, I texted AB earlier that week and said, hey, man, my legs hurt, but or his ankles hurt, but he'll still try to play it, if possible, but he might take this one off." Bruce Arians texts back before game day before game day, and said everybody's playing, within big bold letters, basically telling AB like, you're gonna play, bro. Like, whether you want to not play or not, you're gonna play. So then Tom Brady spoke to AB and said, AB, since you're hurt and I know it, we're gonna go ahead and I'll throw you the ball, bro. As long as you're out there, I'll throw you the ball. AB went out there injured. He was hurting. Brady wasn't throwing him the ball. AB got a little upset about it. And yeah, dude, he went up to Bruce Arians and told him they had a little, talk right there. And Bruce Arians told him, if you're not gonna play, then get the fuck out of here. Hey, in my opinion, I played football, bro. If a coach were to tell me blatantly, get the fuck out of here in the middle of a game, I would probably took my jersey off, flipped them off and told you, fuck you, bro. Like, I'm out of here. I maybe not have ran off the field. I would have probably just, went right to the locker room. But either way, I feel that was kind of disrespectful from Bruce Arians, part. And I kind of feel, like that just shows you how, some organizations are. If to me, injury, you're talking about a player's career. If somebody's injured, you're a wide receiver, an O lineman, any player that's dealing with a lower type injury, lower body injury, I feel you need to make sure it's 100% before getting back on the field. No matter if you're making a playoff run or not. Look what happened to Michael Thomas, and that's a prime example. He came back to try to win a Super Bowl. No disrespect to the Saints, because we're waiting for him and he's coming back. I'm just saying he tried to come back, and so we got to respect Michael Thomas for coming back, playing injured and getting re-injured. Just like AB, he came back, man, got re-injured. Bruce Arians told him like, "Fuck you, bro, get out of here."
Goes the Jets though, like.
To the Jets, bro. Like, he shouldn't have done all that. But I think it'd be pretty funny. As much as I don't like AB, I think it'd be pretty funny if we signed him just to play him against the fucking Bucks 2 times a year, so he can say fuck you to the Bucks yet again. It'd be a funny storyline. I don't want I'm just saying this right now. I don't want AB just because of the drama, and we know how the media is. Definitely don't need that type of drama in media in our locker room. But his skill set and Michael Thomas, I think that matchup would be amazing. I think him, flipping off the Buccaneers and probably getting Bruce Arians' face, would be pretty funny. But, like, I don't know where he's going to go. I kind of think he's going to go with the Ravens. I keep seeing him linked with the Ravens. I think that would be a good matchup for him. It'll get him away from an NFC South. You don't have to play the Bucks that many times a year. I think it'd be definitely good for him. As long as he can keep his mental straight, bro, and just strictly focus on football and get back to that dominant player he was. I'd watch out for him. But man, the whole point with that was the Bucks organization, bro. It just goes to show you that like these Bucks just trying to, even the fans try to act like they have a culture, and they really
They
don't.
don't.
You know, the only reason they were relevant, and hey, say if I'm wrong, but the only reason I believe they're relevant was when they signed Tom Brady. When they
You're
signed
not
Tom
wrong.
Brady, all of a sudden I just started seeing these Bucks jerseys and Bucks fans coming out of nowhere, dude. I'm like, where were
Out of
you?
nowhere, man. They had like 15 fans before Brady came there.
Right. Their stadium never was that loud. There was never that packed. And then Brady came and tried to make it some culture, but we already knew that was only going to be like a temporary thing with his age. And now they're going to go back to hiding. And they're in the way I see it, bro. If they really think Blaine Gabbert's their guy, hey, bro, man, we could just say we already locked up the NFC South as of today. You know what I mean? Uh, hey, when I seen that earlier, that Bruce Arians said that Blaine Gabbert's never been on this good of a team, and I don't know what he's tripping on. But
Yeah,
he's
bro. It's crazy.
because that I feel like the Buccaneers organization is declining. And I'm not just saying that. I kind of felt it last year. Their defense were going downhill. I mean, they didn't have no cornerbacks at one point. They got what Richard Sherman, off the couch. You know, this guy just broke into his old lady's house or something, and then next thing you know, he's getting signed to the Bucks. It's kind of weird, awkward situation, but of course they could pull it off because Tom Brady was there. That's the way I feel. The Tom Brady effect when he goes to a team, and a lot of people ask me, what if Tom Brady were to come to the Saints, or what if Tom Brady were to go to a team that's ready? And there are a lot of teams that are ready right now. I'd say the Niners are ready. The Niners almost made it this year, and Jimmy G fucked that up for him. I believe if Tom Brady was their quarterback, maybe they could have went. I don't know. That's just a team that's already set and built, ready to go. Give him a couple years, you know what I mean. But the problem with Tom Brady going to any team that's playoff ready or anything, wherever Brady goes, that's where the spotlight is. It's not on the team. It's not the team's success. It's Brady's success, and that's it. And that's what I don't like about the whole Brady scenario. Like hey, let's just say he did come to us, right? We needed a quarterback. He came here. I would be upset because of this, because it would be the Brady show. It wouldn't be that New Orleans Saints are kicking
They do
ass.
the same thing with LeBron.
Right. Same thing with LeBron. He went from Cleveland to where like LA, I believe.
Yeah.
And next thing you know, dude, everybody's rocking LA jerseys and talking about LeBron's the GOAT. Like it's all LeBron show, bro. Like I don't like that. It takes the whole team to win. Um, in my opinion, well, especially in football.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, there are some basketball players that are putting up 30, 40 points. You can't replace that. But yes, you're right. It's the same effect. LeBron goes to any team, it's going to be the LeBron show. Brady goes to any team, no matter if it's the goddamn Jets, it's going to be the Brady show. It's all about Brady and they're still talking about him. Oh, I'm going to retire. Maybe I'm not. To me, he's just trying to be that little media girl, dude. Like, oh, hey, show me attention. I'm saying? Oh, hey, I'm going to retire. And then he's like, maybe I'll come back. Like, bro, if you're going to retire, just retire. Shut up with it. We don't care. Don't keep making this news media all about you. We got a new season. We got new quarterbacks. We got a new era of quarterbacks. And
Hmm.
all the old quarterbacks are just kind of weaving out. Yes, there are a couple more, but most of the older quarterbacks are weaving out, and we're left with the younger, new era of quarterbacks. So Tom Brady should see that. He should respect it and just stay retired, in my opinion. And I'm not just saying that because I'm just tired of seeing Brady in the playoffs. I just feel like with him being a quarterback in any team, he just kind of takes an opportunity from a younger quarterback to be an NFL starter. So Go ahead, retire. I'm not gonna hate on it, bro. If he comes back, I'm just gonna be annoyed because it's all about the Brady talk, bro. And every news media. That's why I don't. I stopped watching ESPN
Yeah, man.
because man, I just couldn't stand the hatred towards the New Orleans Saints. Like I don't understand it.
They
The
hate on
Mike
all New Orleans teams.
right, and
All that
even
crazy stuff they said about Zion, man.
man, and all this stuff about dude. I went on Twitter. I think it was yesterday, or maybe it was the day before. All I seen was Zion this and Zion that. Hey, dude, what if this guy is busy rehabbing, guys? Did we
Exactly.
ever did we ever sit back and think, hey, did Michael Thomas answer his phone when he was rehabbing? No, he did the
No.
same shit. Hey,
Exactly.
just because we signed a new player, hey, Michael Thomas, we signed a new player, dog. Hey, we answer your phone and say, hey, what's up? And introduce yourself, dog. Can you do that? No, dude. The fool's in grind mode. He's trying to get back on that court, just like Zion. Zion's in grind mode, trying to get back on that court. He's seeing all these narratives, and all these even Pelicans fans, even a lot of these people are talking shit about Zion, saying he's going to go outside. I'm going to say this: Drew Brees gave him the key to New Orleans. I feel Zion's going to stay. I feel he's seeing, hey, dude, we just got CJ, BI's balling out. If I come back, it's going to be a lethal, lethal weapon. I just got to focus on getting back.
Same thing with Mike.
Same thing with Mike. He was just focusing on getting back. And I feel Mike is healthy now. You
Oh
see
yeah.
him on Twitter now talking that shit. I'm like, hell yeah, Mike, he's back. He's grinding. He might not be like ready to get on that field today, but come week 1, I believe he'll be ready. Come preseason, I believe he's ready. Come mini camp, I believe that he'll be out there doing some drills. Getting back into that, grind mode. Same with Zion. I believe once he gets back, he's gonna shut these haters up, man. Stephen A. Smith talking
Oh my
crap.
god.
Man, this guy wants to say going to where? The Knicks?
They're
Man,
worse than us.
why in the hell would he want to do that? I mean, give me one logical explanation why he would want to do that. I feel the Pelicans are just starting to build a culture, and they're trying to say Zion's, screwing that up. No, he's not, man. He's just hurt, guys. Let him rehab, man. Sometimes people that are famous that we don't realize, like Zion, he's famous, but he's new to being famous, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? He's young. It's all new to him. Maybe sometimes he just wants to get out of that spotlight, get away from all these people trying to take pictures of him, and just sit back in grind mode and try to recover and get back on that court instead of being on his phone talking on Twitter or hitting people up. Maybe he's just focused on trying to get back, guys. Maybe we got to look at it that way.
Fact. Same thing with Mike, man.
For real, dude. Same thing with Mike, dude. And I've said that since last year. People kept saying, and what killed me, dude, I'm going to bring it up. Still hurts my heart, bro. And what it is people kept saying, let's trade Michael Thomas. Okay, this was the worst one I've heard, man. For CJ Henderson.
Yeah, that was just terrible.
I mean, that was gut wrenching. You might as well stab me in my gut. Let me pull my knife out and bleed out for a minute because that was horrible, bro. You guys realize that CJ Henderson's on the Carolina Panthers as a third string guy. You realize when Michael Thomas comes back, he's our number one guy. Huge difference from a starter to a person sitting on the bench, from a star to a person that's just been traded. I hated that, and I hated seeing it. Even just the other day, I seen Saints Network saying it would be good to trade Michael Thomas.
No,
Bro,
man.
why are they saying this still? It's like, man, Michael Thomas already came out. News media, in my opinion, I think DA personally reached out to him and asked him personally, hey, man, what's your thoughts on this coming season? Hey, do you want to be a part of New Orleans? I'm the new head coach. And I want to know your opinion. And I think that's how it went. And I think Michael Thomas is like, hey, man, I'm in grind mode. I'm ready to get back on that field. Just tell me when. Week 1, I'm ready. And then he goes, all right, cool. Yeah, hey, Da and Michael Thomas are cool. I
It was good,
believe.
Rose City.
Oh, Rose City up in the chat. What's going on, buddy? But yeah, I think they're just on grind mode, bro. Think about it. Him, Jameis. Jameis ain't even active on Twitter, bro. Like he's not even the guy posting the videos.
Right.
So I mean, like when's the last time he posted something? Was like when he was injured walking out to like a ceremony or something. He doesn't post shit on Twitter. Same with Zion. Maybe he's just not on his phone. Same with Michael Thomas. He just started posting shit on Twitter, dude. You know, I mean, Michael Thomas was ghost on Twitter for a while. Now he's not. Now he's back to that grind mode, back to talking. Um, you know, and me personally, I can't wait to see his comeback here. And I think it's going to be huge, especially if Jameis Winston's under center. So here's another question I've been dying to ask you, man.
Hmm.
Okay, let's just say bad case scenario, Jameis Winston gets signed elsewhere, which I do not think that's going to happen. But we got to look at all the options, and I have been. So if he got signed elsewhere, where would you go in the first round? Would you pick up one of these quarterbacks, or would you try to take that first round pick and go get like a Russell Wilson? You know, what would your thoughts on that?
All right. So if Jameis was to sign somewhere else, my first option would be to draft a quarterback. I would like Kenny Pickett, Malik Willis, or Matt Corral. That would get Matt Corral. I think Willis and Pickett more realistic. And then my second option would just be to keep Taysom Hill. And my third option would be to get a Russ Wilson, someone like that, because I think this Saints team, like, it's just a weird team because it's like we're a quarterback away, but at the same time, I don't think we're in a position to like get an expensive quarterback and trade 3, 4 first round picks for a quarterback. So I would look to draft one.
That's what I thought too. And I don't think Seattle would give up Russell Wilson just for a first round. I think they would probably want more out of him. That's just me. I mean, if we could get him for just one first round, I wouldn't mind it.
Oh, I would do that.
I would definitely do that. But like I said, I think his draft stock or whatever you want to call it, I think the Seattle markets him at a higher value. And yeah, Rose City. I'm a James. Hey, I'm all for
Yes, Jameis.
Jameis. We were just talking about if the worst case scenario, Jameis signed elsewhere, which we don't think, me or Josh. I don't think he
Mm-mm.
thinks he's going to
No.
sign elsewhere. I don't think he is. We were just going over what scenario we think the Saints might go if Jameis was off the board, and I also think we would go first round um, quarterback. I don't see us snagging one in free agent or trying to trade one or for one. I see us probably picking, like you said, a Kenny Pickett, and I think we could snag him at pick 18. But for me, yeah, I really think Jameis showing his Saints shirts and Saints attire every time he's posting workout videos. That tells me where he wants to be. Kind of like the same story of K1 doing the same thing last year with the Saints helmet instead, Saints shorts, same aspect. He kept making videos. He came back. I feel it's going to be the same thing with Jameis. Oh, famous Jameis is coming back, guys, and I believe that. And man, his new workout video, I see you posted that, Josh. Yeah, credit to Josh. I seen that on Twitter. Um, man, I don't know how to do all that. Download that video and post that. But hey, man, all credit to you, dude. That was a killer video. I definitely tuned into that. Um, I love seeing Winston's progress. It shows how dedicated he is, and I'm excited. I'm really torn between Michael Thomas and Jameis Winston on who's going to get the Comeback Player of the Year award. And I know there's probably other players out there, but those are the two players. And I know they're both on our team. I just feel they can both pull it off. Definitely one of them for sure. If I have to pick, I really want to pick Winston, but at the same time, I really want to pick Thomas because Thomas has a lot to prove. All these people doubted him. All these people have basically wrote him off. He's not even in the top 5 in any of these categories going into the season. And it's like people forget it. Even Ryan Clark, he posted his top 5 wide receivers this year. Jalen Ramsey posted something about the top 5 wide receivers, and man, they're just killing me with their top 5 wide receivers. There's not one of them have Michael Thomas on him, and I guarantee Michael Thomas is sitting back taking notes of it too.
Yeah, I hope so. And man, I'm just like you said, man. I just can't wait to see Mike back, man. And like, hopefully, we do get a real wide receiver too. It maybe that be draft or free agency. It don't matter, cause man, that just make Mike, more dominant, bro.
Right, because when we have more talent on the field, Mike wants to go out there and ball out more. I mean, I feel the connection that Jameis has had with these undrafted free agent guys that making him look like starter material. I feel if he can do that to undrafted guys, not dissing on any of them or taking credit for any of them. I'm just saying, um, we still haven't got to see the Michael Thomas and Winston connection, and I'm really excited to see that. I think that's something that's going to be special. And I keep seeing OJ Howard being a free agent. Um, I think our tight end room is fine.
Same.
I really do. But I keep seeing people link OJ Howard to us. Um, as much as I think that would be great, I still feel that we're just going to rule with the tight ends we have. So don't be mad if we don't pick up OJ Howard. I know him and Jameis Winston's connection was pretty good, and it might benefit us. But I still feel I'd rather pick up a wide receiver in free agent than a tight end.
Facts. Yeah, I mean, I think our tight end room is fine. Again, I'm gonna keep saying it until I can't say it no more, man. Adam Trautman had his best game when Nick Van Ness came back. That's just not a coincidence. I'm sorry, that's just not a coincidence. But I wouldn't mind getting the OJ Howard or something. But again, like if we were to get a big name free agent, I would want Leonard Fournette. And Dada said, how many undrafted and drafted wide receivers Cody Burns let go from last year? Man, I don't know. I hope Lil Jordan Humphrey stays. Quan Baker, I don't even know if the Saints even. I don't even know if he makes the roster, man. They don't even talk about him, or I don't know.
Right. I think we get rid of Smith because he's going to be a free
Oh yeah,
agent. I think Juwan Johnson. I don't know if we re-sign him. We might, um, but I don't know. Like I said, he's a free agent. We still have Nick Van Ness and Troutman, and I believe in both those guys. I believe with that rotation of Troutman and Van Ness, you could rotate them both, keeps them healthy during the course of the season. Um, maybe we pick one up in the draft. Maybe we don't. Um, but we got to look at that too. We have the wide receiver room. I believe we have Harris, that's a free agent. Smith,
hmm
that's a free agent. Galloway's still under contract. Uh, who else did we have? Kenny Stills, I believe. We're gonna have to let him go. I think we let go of Kevin White as well,
yeah,
and then I
yeah.
think we go elsewhere.
Juwan Johnson only had 1 year as tight end, need more time. Yeah, I definitely like Juwan Johnson. I think he has a lot of potential. He's definitely a matchup nightmare because he's naturally a receiver, so he's really fast for a tight end.
Right. I think he has a potential, kind of like Kyle Pitts did
Yeah,
for the Falcons. I think, like Rose City saying, he needs more time, and we've seen it. And I think he's getting bad credit because think about it, guys. Troutman was hurt a lot this year. We had Van Ness out a lot this year. So So I'll stay in the chat. Okay, Jerry. I see you. But the tight end need more time. Yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think Juwan Johnson had to fill a lot of people's role this year. Um, I feel he didn't have that a lot of rotation. But once Nick Van Eck came back, we seen we seen what happened. Nick Van Eck is a Peyton guy, a pure blocker.
Yeah.
Schultz out. Yeah. Yeah, you never know.
Yeah.
I mean, we never know what they're going to do with the tight end position now. It kind of sucks that Juwan Johnson is a free agent. I really think he has a potential. Like I said, I hate to compare him to Kyle Pitts, but he has the
Like not
same
to that level, but like the same like
body type,
yeah.
playmaking ability a little bit. I wouldn't say his ball skills are at his level, but Juwan Johnson, like we're saying, give him a little bit of time, and I believe he can definitely be, a solid, solid guy. I think he'd be a touchdown threat, but hey, you've seen some of the plays that he made, and some of those plays were badass catches. So we got to look at that as well.
Yeah. Facts, man. He was good week 1 against the Packers, man. That was a good game for him. And yeah, Sean Payton, he's definitely right about Van Ness being a Sean Payton guy. You know, Sean Payton likes them blocking tight ends. He likes them, big tight ends that catch, couple touchdowns in the red zone like a Josh Hill. So yeah,
Oh yeah, that's true. I miss Josh Hill. I liked him.
yeah,
I mean, I thought he was a good tight end. I think him and Troutman would have thrived together.
yeah,
But he did. I got to give him credit. He got signed to Detroit Lions and then retired before he even played for him. So all credit to him. All credit. That's messed up. He goes over to the Lions. You know what? Second thought, I'm not gonna play with you guys.
yeah. It is kind of messed up, but man, I just really, really hope, man, we just get a receiver and a lineman, man, and we sign Jameis, bro, because we like this offense, like they don't even have to put up more than like 35 points to win a lot of games, man.
Right. Well, I believe our defense will still be pretty dominant with the addition of Peyton Turner coming back. We never got to see him, but when he was on the field, I believe he was a force to be reckoned with. As long as we can get maybe another defensive tackle
Hmm.
to go alongside of David Adimata. I mean, we have Shy Tuttle, but he's kind of like that one trick pony we've seen versus the Falcons, throwing Matt Ryan down. We really have we really haven't seen him be a dominant player that I I feel, like he had promise, man. I felt like he was going to stride, but things happen. Um, and we kind of neglected that defensive tackle position for a while. And every time we do pick up like a defensive line guy, it's usually an edge guy. Um, but I feel we have that edge guy. I feel Peyton Turner, Davenport rotation is going to be dominant. Um, Cameron Jordan on the other side. I really hope we kind of try to maybe tag Carl Granderson because we can do that. We need to do that. If we can tag Carl Granderson, I'd be stoked. Oh, hey, you know what? I did forget about Jalen Dalton.
Yeah, I like him.
Um, I liked. Hey, he showed a lot of promise. It sucked that he got hurt. I really hope. Hey, man, if we can retain him, I'd be all for it. He was getting in quarterbacks' faces, just throwing the center and O line guys down to the ground. He was getting there. Definitely a good number, guy that would go fit alongside David Adimata for sure. But if you remember, Peyton Turner was taking a lot of reps in minicamp and before preseason started. He was taking a lot of reps at that DT position, the defensive tackle position. So maybe we see that. I couldn't imagine him and Davenport being on the same side at the same time. You seen what happened when Davenport and Cam Jordan's on the same side at the same time. It's just lethal. We definitely need more of that. And Carl Granderson, I can't stress it enough. I really hope we retain him. I
Same.
th- I think Capassington. I think we still have him under contract. Not
Mhm.
quite sure. Do we?
Mhm.
Oh, sweet. Hey, I really like him. Capassington and Carl Granderson. they really, they're really similar. Carl Granderson is just a little younger, still big body guy. He's worked on his pass rush skills, and it has shown.
Cassian was on the inside. Also, reckon have it. Yeah, he's good on those stunts, man. He is.
He is, and I love it, man. I love it when Davenport, Cameron Jordan. If you remember that one play, they had Davenport and Cameron Jordan on one side, David Adimata in the middle, and I believe they had Carl Granderson or Capassington on the other side, which is still, a defensive end. So if you remember, Cameron Jordan or one of them, they kind of do the roundabout, like they kind of rush in and then go backwards and then rush into the center and usually
Mhm.
go up the middle. Every time they do that play, it always works.
It's
I,
nasty.
it's nasty. I want to see more of it, Dennis Allen. If we can get more plays like that, yeah, I would even be straight up okay with, maybe Granderson and or Peyton Turner and Davenport on one side. Like Granderson and Capassington on one side. Like you have rotation with those guys, and rotation at defensive end position is huge. Offensive linemen, they can't have rotation. They have to go up against two different guys all game long. To me, that confuses them. You're trying to get the concept of this guy's playmaking ability, and then another guy comes in to take his place. So you got to play to his ability. So to me, that keeps the defensive ends fresher than offensive linemen, and we definitely need that.
Facts. And what you said a little bit about needing a DT. That's interesting, man. Because I would. Well, first off, actual DTs. I do like Jalen Dalton, like Rose City said, but I still want Cam Jordan to make that transition to DT because like
Man,
yeah, because like if Peyton Turner and Davenport healthy, then I feel like them should be your two starting edges, and then you got Compasio and Granderson. So I mean, I think Cam Jordan would be good on DT. I will say this though, I think they haven't moved him to DT because even though Cam Jordan is getting up there and he ain't as fast as he used to be, he still can set the edge when it comes to the run. So that's what I'm assuming why they haven't moved him yet. But I
facts.
mean, if Davenport and Peyton Turner are decent at stopping the run, then I don't see why Cam Jordan shouldn't move to DT.
Yeah, we've seen it, and I can't remember what game that was. Um, but when he moved to that inside, he was getting there. He was dominating. I hate to compare the two, but he was looking like an Aaron Donald. That game, I'm not saying all season, but that game we moved him. We didn't really move him, but he was playing more of defensive tackle. He was just dominating that offensive line. It's like when you put a defensive end that's pretty fast, like that knows the swim move, that knows how to get around an offensive lineman, and you put him on the inside. Those guys are normally going up against run stoppers, guys that are big and not as fast as defensive ends. Um, so, in my opinion, that helps. that helps Cameron Jordan a lot, and that helps our defensive line position. I believe Cam Jordan playing defensive tackle is something to watch, and is something we might need to watch for this coming season. Like you said, Davenport on one side, Turner on the other. Um, Rotation, maybe a Capassington and Granderson behind one of them, and you got Capassington behind the other, and you rotate them. If they can hold the edge, all four of those guys rotating, if they can hold that edge, and Cameron Jordan on the inside David Adimata, that would be a lethal thing to watch. And I think if they could stay healthy, Turner and Davenport, I believe, can hold down the sides, man.
I just hope they can stay healthy.
Yeah, that's facts, bro. If they can stay healthy, man, that is something we're looking forward to. We haven't got to see Peyton Turner stay healthy all season. I'm still not going to write him off. I'm really not. I'm not going to write off Landon Young either. Those are two players that got hurt this year that I feel that are definitely going to show, hey, they were worth the pick. He was definitely a first round pick, so he's got to show us something come next year.
Health will be the key, absolutely.
100%. Because if he stays hurt, I mean, no matter how dominant this player can be, even though we haven't seen his full potential, he was a killer in college. But
Hmm.
if he can stay healthy, like Rose City's saying, health is key. If we could see him stay healthy, he's going to be a force on that D line.
Facts. And another thing I want to ask you: do you think the Saints draft a linebacker in the first round? Because on my mock draft, somebody said they think we should draft linebacker in the first round. I was kind of shocked that they said that. But what you think
Yeah,
about that?
I don't think we need a draft, especially in the first round, a linebacker. And a lot of mocks that I've seen, I didn't even see a linebacker. I still think with Pete Warner, I think he has a lot of upside still. I think he's a dominant player. You see as high one of the highest graded rookies this year or last year. That's something to say. So we got to look at that. K1, I still believe we try to retain him. I think Dennis Allen tries to retain him somehow, and I think he will take that hometown discount just because he wants to play with Davis and this team. He sees the potential. All like I said, we're a quarterback away, and a couple key pieces O line, especially. If we get Winston back, our O line healthy, we got to remember Andreas Pete. As much as we down that guy, how many of us wanted him this year? Come at the ending of the stretch when we were hit with O line injuries. I'll be
Right.
the I'll be the first one to say, hey, yes, please, bring back on. We already know he's going to be on our team. He signed that massive deal. They're going to reconstruct his contract. Hey, that's just another piece for us. If you see Andreas Pete in that run game, man, that dude is stellar. I mean, he's running down the field, blocking for Alvin Kamara. We definitely need that back in our O line.
Yeah, it's just the pass protection.
Exactly. The pass protection, I really feel he needs to work on.
And
But
maybe Doug Marrone can fix that.
I was just gonna get there, bro. I believe Doug Marone's coming into the building, and I believe our O line is going to look a lot different than last year. His thing is like being aggressive, um, basically hip movement, hip alignment, the way you're getting off, your stance. The way he broke it down in that video. If you guys want to go watch it, just type in Doug Marrone, coaching or something. I don't know. I just seen it earlier on YouTube. I thought it was great the way he was talking to these young offensive linemen, men players, and they were showing him as he's taking pictures and walking through this video of basically how to get off the line, how to be aggressive, how to be basically the aggressor and not getting taken. Basically, you know, telling these young players not to be soft, giving them that energy to be
And we got a problem with that.
exactly. And I feel Doug Marrone was giving those young O line energy to be aggressive, to be that dog. And the O line is kind of lacking that. I mean, T Stead, he's out there, but when he's out there, what I'm saying. Andreas Pete, hey, work on your pass blocking and watch out. I think that dude can be really dominant. He's a really big guy. He really solidifies our O line. As much as he's given up some bad sacks, we do got to admit, hey man, it's going to happen. But I think with him coming back, Ryan Ramczyk, I think Eric McCoy, and I really think we're gonna push for a O line in this year's draft. I really do, and I really think we're gonna plug him in. And I wouldn't be surprised if we got one in free agency and in one in the draft because Cesar Ruiz is an issue. So we got to look at T-Stead's position and Cesar Ruiz's position. Cesar Ruiz has a lot of people can say he's been ass, and I'll be up here and say he's been trash, bro. But I'm gonna give him some credit where the credit's due, and when our O line is healthy, I feel he does play better because we have the continuity on the O line, and we have those big play starting playmakers like Andreas Pete and Ryan Ramczyk, and we have all those guys. Oh, I was just seeing. Yeah, but we have those guys. I seen that video masked up of Doug Marrone this morning. Great video. Even speaking on the O line's footwork. Yes,
I
exactly,
gotta
bro.
watch that.
Bro, hey, dude, I'm telling you, Josh, it is definitely a video. Um, hey, I watched it just to see what type of coach he is, what type of words he's saying to these O linemen, and to me, I believe the energy he's bringing, like Day is saying, definitely a killer video. His knowledge at O line is definitely something that we need. And I'm pretty excited to see Doug Marrone as our offensive line coach. And I really hope he sees Cesar Ruiz and either tells him to kick rocks or or develop him. But I think it's going to be hard developing a player like Cesar Ruiz when he's playing out of his own position. Who knows? Maybe Cesar Ruiz can go to a different team that needs a center and can play dominant. But he is playing out of position. But I think Doug Marrone will still get our O line back into back to a top offensive line. You definitely got to watch that video, bro.
Yeah, and speaking back to Ruiz at guard, I think the Saints messed that up. I think in hindsight they should have moved McCoy to guard. My thing is they probably didn't want to move Ruiz back to center because he couldn't call line protections. That's my biggest. I don't know how true that is, but that's just what I think. But back to T-Stead and what's gonna happen with him or what's not gonna happen, whatever's gonna happen.
Right.
I think if you're the Saints, I think you move Ramczyk to left tackle, and me personally, I would move Pete to right tackle. I just think he's more of a tackle, and then I think you draft a guard second, third round in the draft. And speaking back to what Dada said, we can start picking some LSU players now that Sean is gone. Now, I'm not gonna lie, like a lot of people aren't wrong about Sean not liking LSU. But I mean, when he sees an LSU guy that he likes, he does like Henderson and we were gonna draft Terrence Marshall, but the Panthers had a pick before us. But yeah, there's definitely been some instances like not taking Patrick Queen, not trading up to get Justin Jefferson. Like there's been some instances, but there's also been some instances where it worked out. Like we got Pete Warner instead of Jabril Cox. So
Yeah, that's definitely true.
yeah,
Oh, here it
All right,
is.
so you see here on how to get them better. What bothers me, and this is my big tip.
This is Doug Marrone right
When
here.
you coach the run game as an offensive line coach, and I told our players this the other day. When you coach the game as an offensive line coach, you want him coming off the ball and all those principles about striking, rolling your hips, finishing a block. You're coaching that player from an aggressive mindset to go out there and be one tough son of a
Hoodie.
gun and knock the hell
Hoodie,
out
I
of
see you,
somebody.
bro.
Now all of a sudden,
Hey,
we
bro, I
change.
just woke
Where
up,
does
dog.
pass break?
No, no, I'm playing.
Hey, watch your hands.
I didn't even
Slide
get
it
my
down.
energy drink in.
Don't get beat inside. Hey, watch this. Watch that. Well, think of yourselves as a player.
But
Okay?
yeah, that was Doug
If the
Marrone,
coach
dude,
is
talking a
coaching
little bit about the
me to be a
offensive
tough
line.
son of a gun in the
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely watch that.
Hey, Hootie, what's your thoughts on Doug Marrone, bro? Don't you lie to me, dude. You know you love him. No, I'm just playing. I was like, Henderson was drafted by Haslett.
He was? Oh, let me look that up. Um, let me see. I might think that.
Oh, Hootie Jube, dude. Man, I missed your live the other night, man. Sorry, bro. Wish I would have hopped on. I was sleeping. This fool's tuckered out, dude. Crashed. Oh, construction gets to you sometimes. Makes you a little tired. But I guess I live streamed too many times on the StreamYard, so I hopped over here on Melon.
No man, they say you live stream too many times.
Yeah, they said too many hours in a month or something.
That's crazy.
And I'm like, dang, really, dude? They said I like live stream. Well, that one like 4 hours after I did that 4
Yeah.
hour one. That was like, yeah, that topped the cake. It was like, nah, man. It's like you got to pay like 20 something or something. I was like, all right, I'll just do it when I get paid. Then I ain't worried.
Who that, Jasper?
What's going on, Jasper? I see you. Rose City, Hootie, Jerry, all you guys up in the chat. I see you guys.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, man, I really hope, like you said, we definitely need to take that guard position. And really, you got to delete the recording. What do you mean? Oh shoot! So I just got to delete the videos? God, Hootie,
Yeah,
you're
that's what
so.
he's saying.
Hey, Hootie, you're so smart, eh? Hey, little pato. Hey, no, that's smart, boy. I never thought of that. Hey, I'm gonna have to do that. StreamYard, here I come. Because I can't. Yeah, on this app, I can't bring anyone up other than like one person, and I barely even figured out how to bring him up because this app's like totally weird. I was like, hey, I could barely even figure it out. Hootie coming out, and damn, since the one Hootie coming, I know, dude. Shit, dude. Hey, Hootie, bro. You know, I know you got the crown, dog. You know, I'm not trying to take a crown or nothing, homie. I'm just trying to post some videos, bro. Get a little live going every now and then. Delete the recording, but it won't delete off the YouTube. So I delete. Oh, okay. So I deleted
That
off
makes
here.
sense.
So I just got to delete it off the StreamYard.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
All right, let me check. Man, Hootie knows what's up, dude. I see you, Hootie, pulling the strings. You know what I mean? Pulling those strings and working his way around that little system there. I see you, Hootie. You little crookie. No, like it, bro. That's tight. Well, I'm gonna have to check it out now. So StreamYard app.
Finessing the system.
Finessing Hootie. Yeah, finessing the system, Hootie. One recording at a time, huh? I see you, bud. That's okay. Hey, bro, you know, I mean, you got to get yours, you know what I mean? Josh, you're about ready to be able to go live on, what, tomorrow?
Yeah. Hopefully on the 26th. That's what they said.
On the 26th?
Yeah.
Man, they bugging, huh?
Yep, man. It's crazy.
That is crazy, bro. I'm surprised I didn't get hit with the same thing.
Right.
Like, I'm surprised because, I mean, you know, he pops up on my show, you know. You know, I don't mind or nothing.
Yeah.
You know, he's a good kid. So, and I don't know why, you know, YouTube wants to be all hating on kids trying to just learn a little bit about some football or talk about football, you know. It's not like we're over here cussing all the time or something.
Right.
At least when he's around.
Right.
But definitely, man. Yeah, man, I couldn't believe all this stuff about Zion, dude. It was tripped me out yesterday, you know.
Ridiculous.
Started switching to that, but yeah, it was definitely. I mean, how can I not? I've been seeing a lot of it, you know. Definitely crazy.
Yeah, just ridiculous, man.
What's your opinion? You think he's just gonna kick back or what? And resign?
What would you say? My
You
bad.
think he's just gonna kick back and rehab and just come back, or what?
Yeah, I mean, as far as this season, man, I don't know, man. I'm losing faith. I think the Pelicans just need to announce that he's just sitting out for the rest of the year. Because if they just did that, that would stop a lot of this nonsense that these people talking about, man. And I definitely think Zion want to be here, man. Like the Knicks, like come on, man. Like come on, bro. Like what do the Knicks have that we don't? Like seriously, like come on, man. I'm not trying to hear
Right.
nothing about no Knicks, man. Um, I just want him to stay healthy. Now something I will blame Zion for something, man. He do need to be a little bit more vocal, man. We need some more interviews or something, or I don't know, but he just an introvert, man. He don't like talking, but I think something else they got to do with that man, like his stepdad, man, and his mom, man. I think they just control him a little bit too much, man. Like they shelter him a lot, man. But I think Zion should speak out more, because if he spoke out more, they wouldn't be saying a lot of this stuff, you know.
Right, yeah. You wouldn't, but maybe he needs to definitely try to at least come to some type of like the media or something.
Right.
Get the just to get the narrative away. Their narrative's too much. Like honestly,
Josh Henderson was drafted second round 2004. Oh, okay. My bad, Dada. I thought Sean Payton drafted Henderson. That's my fault. My bad.
yeah, my bad. Yeah. Let's see.
I mean, we also drafted Will Clapp. I mean,
Oh shoot, I might be able to start it live on StreamYard, bro.
really?
Yeah, I can bring hella people up now. I don't know why I can't bring people. I seen Jerry was trying to come up,
Yeah, he was trying to.
so if you're still in here, Jerry, I might pop up another live just to put on like more people up on the chat if they want to come up. But I see what Hootie does. I see, bro. Like I'm up in the StreamYard, bro, on my phone, checking it out, dude. And yeah, you could delete it straight from StreamYard. I guess that's good to know.
It's nice. I can't wait till I can go live again. Hopefully, I can.
Dude, that's why I try to You could go through Melon.
I haven't tried it yet, but I'm gonna definitely try it. It seemed like it worked. But I'm gonna see.
Yeah, it's definitely different. Like to me, I can't figure out how. Like you have to literally exit out. Well, not exit on my iPad. I have to exit out and go to like um at the actual YouTube app, and then go to see where I'm live, and then like copy or I mean paste the link in the comments.
Jarvis want 18 mil. Who paying him that, man?
Jarvis
Shit.
want 18 mil.
Yeah, we not paying him that. That's what I do,
Oh
you know.
man! All right. Well, I mean, he's going elsewhere.
Yeah, he can kick rocks, man. I'm not. He ain't coming over here with that, man. Maybe to the Jaguars or one of these struggling teams. But yeah, nah, he ain't coming over here with that. Y'all hear something
No.
about us having a co-defensive coach system where Rashard and Nelson will both be the coaches? Yeah, I heard about that. I think Nick Underhill was the first one to report that, so shout out to him. I mean, I don't hate the idea. I don't think it's that bad.
No. I think the only like bad part about that is neither of them will get like the credit for success because I mean they're being co. But I mean it could work for our team being a whole on defense. I think it could really definitely help us. On 40 Warriors, I've seen a lot. The Saints draft. Oh, hey, you know what, Dede? I bet, bro. One of the worst drafts I remember. Anyways, one of the worst drafts I remember was definitely the Mike Ditka draft, bro. I throw that one out there just because of how many draft picks we gave away.
For who? For who? Ricky Williams?
Yes, Ricky
Yeah, that
Williams.
was crazy.
To me, that was man. To see how many players we could have came up on that draft, I mean, we could have been a winning culture on that draft. I mean, I'm not trying to take from Ricky Williams. He's a badass player. He's still got some records with us, blah, blah, blah. But to give up that many damn draft picks, think about it. You could have had that many players instead of just one. I know Ricky Williams was pretty dominant and was definitely good when he was on our team. But, I mean, think about it, dude. We had a lot more pieces that we were missing other than just a running back during that time. I know Day could probably probably tell you.
Yeah, he said he's seen a lot of Saints drafts.
Right, he could probably tell you probably that year's draft of what we actually needed and what actually happened. We went with gave away pretty much all our draft picks.
And he barely played here. That's the crazy thing.
Right, and he barely played. Then he what do we trade him to Miami or something?
Yeah, like he barely played here.
Yeah, dude, that's what. See, and it goes to show you, like Mike Ditka was like supposedly like this badass coach over on the Cowboys or something. Then he comes to the Saints and he's just horrible. I mean, it's like he was trying to screw our future success up, in my opinion. Because I mean, who does that as a head coach? That would be like DA this year, saying, you know what, I'm going all in for. I'm gonna give you all my draft picks for like a Deshaun Watson, right?
But that's understandable though. Like that's a quarterback, and like what he is. He's
Okay,
a superstar.
yeah. That's a bad scenario because that is a quarterback. So I mean, like going all out for just one player, like a wide receiver or something, a running back. A perfect example. Let's just say DA says screw it. I want all in for Derrick Henry, right? And we give all our draft picks. That would be a stupid move, no matter how badass Derrick Henry is. And no matter how that would be crazy to have him and Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. That'd be stupid crazy. But we got to look at the picture here. We need different positions filled. Quarterback, wide receiver, definitely. So I hated seeing that, bro. Day he said messed up. All Ditka drafts sucked, even when Troy Davis never picks. He silver trades. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. He is not lying, bro. Those were the days where you were definitely wearing a bag on your head and everyone was calling us ain'ts. Yeah, I definitely remember that.
So why'd they let Mora go though? Like, wow, why'd they let him go?
Who's that?
Why did they let Jim Mora go to coach?
Jim Mora? I think Jim Mora, I can't remember. To be honest, dude, I cannot remember why we let Jim Mora left. I think he left and I don't know if he
retired?
I think he retired or went elsewhere for another year or something. But with his attitude, man, he cracked me up all the time, dude. Playoffs. Fucking talking playoffs, man. That fool was funny. He told it how it was. Jim Mora just being around was he might not have been the best coach in the world, but that dude was definitely a funny guy. Yeah, I don't think he gets enough credit for you just saying, I mean, you can't go into press conferences nowadays and just, say what he said. He definitely didn't
They'll
care.
kill you for that.
Right. Hey, that Jim Mora is a prime example of a person with no filter. You know what I mean? Right. Ditka was under Randy Moeller, GM, at the time before Mickey and Mr. Benson. And Randy gave Iron Mike too much power because he won a Super Bowl in Chicago. Oh, yeah, okay.
Mora quit.
That's what I thought. Yeah, I thought Mora quit or retired, one of the two. I can't remember. Oh, yeah. No, Data's right. Remember he came out in that press conference and he basically he was just like, I'm done and quit. Like he was straightforward about it. I remember that. I can't remember his exact words in the press conference, but I remember he was straightforward. He basically just, whoa, dude, this is a trip. He quit. And guess who else quit? Sean Payton, man. Dude, what the hell's going on here? Yeah, y'all quit on us, man. But yeah, he was right. Before Mickey and Mr. Benson, man, Randy definitely gave Mike all the power, dude. And you've seen that when that draft where we like we're
That's
talking about
stupid,
now.
man.
No matter how badass of a player is, unless we're talking about like a stellar quarterback coming out of the draft. You know what I mean? That's about it. And I don't really see a really stellar one. And I see, and like I said, I see a sign of Jameis Winston anyways. So I really hope we don't see stupid regrading Saints draft picks.
I got that too. See, mine. Come on, man.
That's funny.
I would say a B minus personally. I mean, the only thing holding this back is Peyton Turner, obviously. But continue.
Yeah, Payne Turner for sure. I think they said the New Orleans Saints #1 overall pick. They said perhaps we shouldn't be surprised. 3 years after bodily spending a first round pick on a lengthy group of 5 defensive ends with raw tools. They're basically just saying, so yeah, he certainly has the traits. We don't know about Peyton Turner. Mora quit. Rick Venturi became the interim coach that year.
Man, I know everything, man. I don't even know who that second dude is.
Yeah, it's been days, bro. He's definitely older than me. I'm about 32 myself. So yeah, I do remember some, a lot of it, but a lot of it, like I said, it's kind of faded because it's been a while. So, man, hey, thanks for your knowledge, Day. I mean, it's definitely needed. It's definitely cool hearing about the old, back in the day.
Grass Saints.
You know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, bro. I remember it. If our defense was solid, our offense sucks. I remember Aaron Brooks, Bobby. I think his name was Hobert.
Yeah, Stacey
Hobert. Yeah. I remember
he
him.
He does the radio show in New Orleans now.
Yeah. I thought that was him. Definitely got fat. Like, damn, boy. Yeah, he looks more like an offensive lineman now. But I guess that's with old age and all that. But
Jenkins 34. We got to draft a safety, man.
Yeah, I think we need Jenkins is 34. Oh wow, he's younger than I thought. But I mean, look, I hate saying that because like, man, he's 34. Man, that's 2 years older than me. And we're saying he's old as hell. Like, man.
Football age, football terms.
Football age, though. Yeah, that's for sure. Though football does take a toll on you guys. I'm just clowning, but yeah. I mean, hey, even though Jenkins is 34, that fool looking like he's 45 because probably older. He's looking like 55. He's definitely got more gray hair than he does anything else on his head. Just about. I mean, he's salt and pepper, bro. I mean, hey, I like Jenkins, but we definitely need to look into the future. I don't know how long we have him under contract, but like we were talking earlier, I believe it's probably his last year.
Mm-hmm.
Bobby A. Real Saints. Hey. Oh, Bobby, man. Yeah. And I believe, hey, didn't we have like 2 different dudes with like kind of like the same name or something?
I couldn't tell you. Maybe that I couldn't tell you.
They almost had like similar names, man. I could be wrong, but I think it was way back. I'd have to look it up now or something. Maybe Data knows. But yeah, dude. I swear we used to have a quarterback with almost the same name as the other quarterback. Could be wrong. Hey, quote me if I'm wrong, Day. I'm just throwing it out there. But yeah, dude. I remember when back in the day. Yeah, Aaron Brooks. As much as he gets doubted on, man, that dude when he went, yeah, he had a cannon, bro. That dude he had an arm. Man, if he had an offense, that was really, really structured around him, I think he would have strived a little bit better. Yeah, P.J. Williams and Marcus Williams. No, hey.
Oh, that's what he's talking about.
Hey, that's good. No, I was talking. Yeah, that's good, Hootie. You got jokes today, Hootie. Huh? You got jokes. I see you, bro. That's good though. But no, Hootie. I'm talking about the quarterback position. I swear, like back in like the '90s, they had a quarterback with the same, like almost the same name as the other quarterback. I could be wrong, but I think I'm right. You know, Malcolm Jenkins and Janoris Jenkins. Nah, not today. Not safety position. Quarterback, the guy that throws the ball. You know, Jameis Winston's position. Well, that's good, Hootie. I see that. He says Jenkins and Jenkins, Williams and Williams. Yeah, that's true. We've had some different last names on our on our team. It was kind of funny seeing Janoris Jenkins and Malcolm Jenkins out there at the same time.
Yep.
PJ Williams and Marcus Williams, they're out there on the field at the same time. It's pretty funny. I see you, Hootie. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it was the safety position. No, Aaron Brooks and Ian Brooks. God damn it. Oh, shit, Aaron Brooks. Man, that's a huge jump on that, dude. But yeah, you know what? That might have been it, Hootie. That's it. So maybe that's our successor. You know what? Calling it now. We're starting in week 1. No, we're starting. Could you imagine?
Hey, it could happen.
So I see you, Jerry. Hey, Jerry, now that you're back,
Yo,
bro.
Jerry.
Hey, we were talking earlier. Hootie Tube just hooked me up and showed me how to, get back on StreamYard. So I'm going to go ahead and get back on StreamYard here in a minute. And I'll go ahead and let you guys hop on so we can talk some more football here.
Yeah, man.
Let's see. But yeah, for sure. All right, I see you, Jerry. All right, I'm going to hop off right here, bro. I'm going to end this stream and I'm going to go pop a new one up on StreamYard.
All right.
All right.